And this, my friends, is the sound of deliciousness. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mansa. If this is your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. In today's video, I will be showing you how I make my delicious country style breakfast skillet. Yes guys, this is a potato, bacon, and sausage breakfast skillet that you can whip out during weekends or family gatherings during the holidays. It will always come through for you. You can enjoy it with or without cheese. So let's get right into the recipe. And again, you are welcome to my channel. So guys, this is the smoked sausage that I like to use whenever you're making anything that requires sausages. It is very delicious and it's turkey. You can get any smoked sausage of your choice. And what you're going to need is, of course, some bacon. And you want to get the thick cut bacon. Yes, guys, you want the thick slices so that when it renders that oil, you'll see have a lot of flesh going on. Now, here is some diced onions, just a little bit. This is about 1/4 of a cup. And here I have some assorted peppers, green, orange, and red bell peppers. They're all bringing their unique flavors and add a beautiful pop of color. And the aroma that comes from these peppers is just epic. Guys, you would love the combination of these peppers in our skillet today. Of course, to start off the show, we need some potatoes, and I love to use these red skin potatoes. I have gone ahead to wash it really thoroughly. I use a vegetable scrub and just scrub off the skin because, you know, it's a root, so it tends to be dirty. So I've cleaned it thoroughly because I'm not going to take the skin off. You can choose to take the skin off if you want to. And for garnishing, I'm going to be using some curly Italian parsley. You can also use cilantro if that's what you like. Okay, so since this is going to be cooked in a skillet, of course, you know I had to whip out my cast iron skillet. This is a 10-inch cast iron skillet. It did not come with the silicone handle. All the links to the product that I use will be in the description box below if you're interested. Okay, so we're going to start off by cubing our potatoes. I'm going to try to cut them into fairly equal sizes, just like so, because I'm not taking it off. And then I'll go off camera to make sure that I rinse it up really good. Now, I have gone ahead to slice my bacon, and this is just how I do it. This is about 1.5 inch wide. That's just how I cut it. You can cut yours smaller or bigger. Now, in a heated skillet, I'm just going to throw in the bacon. Now, guys, I'm going to leave a lot of the cooking sound so you guys can enjoy it. So you can see that the bacon is already rendering a lot of that oil, a lot of that fat is already coming out, as you can see. And this is exactly what you want. Now, you can cook your bacon to the way that you like it. Some people like it more crispy. Others like it with, like, you know, maybe half and half. So you can just adjust it to whatever you like, okay? So now that my bacon is almost done, I'm going to throw in my smoked turkey. Remember, it is already cooked, so it does not really need to be in the fire for so long. So I'm just going to move the bacon to one side and just throw in the smoked turkey for about a minute, and then everything will be ready to be out. So this is enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and take it out and just set it on a plate while we continue. And guys, look at that. It was so hard to resist this. It was so good. The bacon is crispy but not dry, just the way I want it. And the sausage is so tasty, just the way it is. Anyway, I am going to be adding about 1 tablespoon of butter, and you guys already know what my favorite is. Yes, the Kerrygold butter. You guys, that taste of the butter infused into the bacon fat is everything. Okay, I know some people might be like, well, you already have so much grease in it. You can decide to take out some of the bacon fat, but that butter for me is a must have. Okay, now once that butter melts, we're gonna go in and throw in our clean and washed potato cubes. Now guys, you do not want to overcook these potatoes. So at this point, we have to stand really close to the fire, and we want to add our onions at this point. Okay, and like I said, it was just about 1/4 of a cup. Again, all the measurements, all the ingredients that I use in all of my recipes are always listed in the description box, so feel free to check it out. For spices, I'm going to be using some garlic powder. Yes, garlic just elevates the flavors and everything. I'm also going to grind some fresh black pepper. Just give it a good stir and just cover it up with any lid. This is the lid that I use. And about 3-4 minutes later, I came in to add my peppers. Guys, look at that color. It always makes me so happy whenever I see these colors. They make your dishes look so inviting. Tell me whoever I'm going to serve this and they would not want to eat it. Even if you don't like potatoes, you're going to like this dish, okay? All right, so we're just going to give it a good stir. Like I said, you do not want to overcook your potatoes. You just want it to be just right. So I'm going to cover it back up again for an additional 2 minutes. And here we are. I'm going to use a toothpick and insert it. You want it to be able to go through easily, but not be mushy. So you can see that I still can do like in another 2 minutes or so. So I'm just going to keep stirring it. At this point, I have turned my heat down to low. It was a number 3, okay, between 2 and 3, 10 being the highest. And I'm going to reintroduce all the bacon and sausages that I had fried earlier. Because at this point, everything is done. I want that perfectly tender potato at the end of the day. That's not going to be mushy. I still want to see my potatoes individually, okay? It's just the way I like it. And I also think it looks really pretty for presentation as well. So you guys can see what's going on. You also want to taste for salt. Remember, bacon is really salty. The sausage is salty. So you want to taste for salt. And at this point, I felt like I needed a little more. So I went in with my adobo all-purpose seasoning and just gave it a little dash right there. Again, feel free to omit the salt if the bacon is already good for you. I'm also going to add some ground white pepper. And that was it. Just give it a stir. Guys, we are pretty much done. Cast iron skillets hold in. They retain a lot of heat. So be careful when you're using it to cook. Always cook on low to medium heat because it tends to hold in a lot of heat. Now back in with a toothpick and you can see our potatoes are just done. Perfectly done. And we're ready. Off the stove it comes and we're just going to set it down. Let it cool down a little and we are just ready to serve. By the way, you can add eggs to your breakfast skillet. Okay, make it complete. But my kids are allergic to eggs, highly allergic to eggs, so I cannot have it anywhere close. I have to make the eggs separately. So this is what it looks like. You can also add cheese just before you take it off the fire and just let it sit down and melt. I love to add cheddar cheese to mine, but my husband is really a big fan of cheddar cheese, so I just add it to my own portion when I'm eating. Now to our taste test, guys, my favorite part. You can see how easily the fork is going through. Potatoes are tender, peppers are not overcooked, and boy, was it delicious. Yes, guys, I hope you get to try this recipe with your family. It's really good. I was so eager to try it that I forgot to garnish my stuff. Guys, look at that parsley. I'm not about to waste it, so I'm still going to throw it in there just for show. This is the life of a content creator. Sometimes it just does not go as planned, but hey, I'm glad I caught it before I even finished taking my thumbnail. Okay, so here it is. This is a finished product, and this was my plate with lots of cheese on it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until I catch you in my next one, stay safe. I love you all. Bye bye.